We are honored to be here for the biggest spectacle in sports, the Super Bowl. Are you ready, partner?
I am more than ready, and I love the word you used, honored, because it is an honor to be here. It's a privilege to be here. My excitement is just about to burst through the booth. I can't wait to do this.
Well, and sitting with both of these teams and talking in the meetings and media day and all the hoopla that goes into this, there was one common theme. They're ready to stop the talking and start playing football.
Yeah, they were probably ready a while ago. Now they can just focus on it. It's done. The only talking they have to worry about now is post-game, and they hope that they'll be talking as the winning team.
And we'll see. You know, both sides come in with a game plan to start. We'll see how the adjustments are made throughout, because there are always adjustments in this game.
I want to see if they come out conservative, trying to minimize errors, or if they have enough confidence to attack early and try and take advantage of the other team's nervousness.
They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave them with 2nd and a yard.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. On 2nd down, here's Jack Early, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. And here the pressure from the outside linebacking spot.
And normally when that happens and they're able to get home, that means other guys on his team helped him out a lot. But they occupied people to allow it to be no less than a one-on-one situation, allows him to get home.
Throwing is Jackson. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. He can run for it, and the ball is knocked out, and the Patriots have it.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
Brissett to throw on 1st. Room to run inside the 40. Wide open receiver, complete. And all the way down to the 33-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On 1st and 10, Brissett. He's going to go for a big play down, and he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. With a first touchdown of this Super Bowl and a long one at that. And the Pats have taken the early lead. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games, and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, and pushed it past the 50-yard line so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Jackson on first down. A quick throw, but incomplete. Marshall, the intended receiver, and it's second down.
Everything about that play tells you about today's NFL offenses and what they're asking out of running backs. You can't just be a guy who can run the football. You have to be able to catch it as well, and he didn't get that done on that play.
Now it's Jackson. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just checked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
On third down, Jackson. This is caught. It's Cooks. He's at the 30. Touchdown, LA. Brandon Cooks, 60 yards. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
First down, Brissett. He's got him in, complete. Philip Dorsett by himself. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Philip Dorsett, 75 yards. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly for 6. Gostkowski the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Gostkowski now out to kick it away. This will be taken very short. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short. Now on second down, this is Gurley. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. Jackson looking to throw on third. Flush to his right. And that one's complete to Gurley. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
Watch it now, Barney.
On first down, it's Gurley. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size and these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Detroit! Go!
Jackson on second down. Buying time to his left. Looking to start for Woods, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. Trying to get it to Woods.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10.
Ohio! Here we go! Grand 38!
Brissett off the play fake to White. He completes it to Evans. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And the Rams have got it back.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. Flushed out right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Here's Jackson to throw. Right side complete. That's Woods. His second catch of the Super Bowl, and it's good enough for a 1st down. This quarterback now 6 of 10 in this first half. He's got his guys a 1st down here.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here's Jackson. And an alley to run. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Gone, 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 gone.
On 2nd down, Jackson dumps it off to Gurley. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Jackson now looking to throw on 2nd down. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. 3 catches for him now in the first half of this Super Bowl. It's a 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
It seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync is the only way to play good defense.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Bucky Hodges from 19 yards away. And the Rams are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Point after, right down the middle. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken at his 4. Now a hit and a loose football. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear tuck it.
And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Lawrence Guy able to collapse the pocket and drop him for a loss of a yard. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
To throw is Jackson. And this is caught at the 8. 23 yards on the play.
But it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. We'll come back on Super Bowl Sunday after this.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Watch it now, Barney.
On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after him. Put the pressure on him.
He's going to get it running right. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now we're going to get a timeout here called by the Patriots, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Jackson eluding the pressure right. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
They had it 1st and goal. 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds a little counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
A 1st down throw for Brissett. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. Throwing again, Brissett on 2nd and 10. And a catch right side by Evans. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
Let's go!
Brissett on 1st down. Goes underneath here to White. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or 2 miss, but that window closed quickly. They'll throw again. Brissett escaping the pressure right. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Into the air once more. It's Brissett. And able to find Dorsett. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Brissett again. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
And Gostkowski's kick is good. And that will tie things up as we head toward halftime. Well, maybe a nice psychological boost there just to get back to even with that field goal as we head towards half.
Coaching 101 always says at halftime, play it like it's 0-0 on the scoreboard. Well, in this case, it's level, right? Same score each side. Just start over. Now you get the second half to play.
And the Rams getting set to go now. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Jackson forced out to his left. Throw left side, complete to Cup. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So we've reached halftime here in the 2020 Super Bowl, Super Bowl 54. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. The never tedious halftime show behind us, and now it's back to football as we get going again in Super Bowl 54. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
And here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way.
And got his man complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. It's a big play there for the Patriots. 43 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. To throw, Brissett. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Left side, it's Dorsett. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. With that, he's up to 160 yards receiving now for the ball game. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Throwing, Brissett. Evans has it left side. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. As his guys are in for 6, and the Patriots have moved out in front. Extra point good by Gostkowski, and they will take a 7-point lead. Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away. This one taken from the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
2nd and 10. Here's Jackson again. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Watch it now, Barney.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And some room to maneuver. They'll get this one to Cup, complete. A very solid gain of 27.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw it. And this is taken in at the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. He got 29 yards that time. Jackson will throw again. He rifles one that's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, first down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
First down, Brissett. Throwing deep here for Coleman. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Leopard!
After the interception, here's Jackson. Flushed out right. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. A very solid gain of 27. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Now Jackson on second down. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 14 yards there on the pickup.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now whistles and a flag down. I think one of the Rams linemen might have moved. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. Left side caught by Matthews. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
All right, now, lucky
On second down, Jackson. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Rams trailing, but they do have the football as we start the fourth and final quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now Jackson. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Patriots have it. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
So from the 36 now, first and 10.
Flex round! Flex round!
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Flush to his right. And avoids the contact by sliding.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage.
Flex round! Flex round!
Second down, Brissett. But he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Flex round! Flex round!
On third down, Brissett. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball. Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
So good field position for the Rams as they come up first and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Dante Hightower coming hard from that linebacker spot. He drops him for a loss of 11. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Gun! 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 Gun!
Here's Jackson to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hodges. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Call it no gain on the keeper. It's going to bring up a fourth down.
No gain? Quarterback sneak? No gain? Aren't you supposed to get something out of that?
Yeah, needed a full yard there. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. No. Check. Patriot. Patriot.
They'll run it now out of the gun. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Throwing is Jackson. Finding room inside the 40. Wide open receiver complete. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
No, check, Patriot.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
Leopard! Detroit! Gun! Hot!
Time for a break. We're back to perhaps crown a champion after this.
Detroit!
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And running with power. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the offense will get this one back. Boy, that could have been catastrophic at this late stage of the game, but they avoid disaster.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skills showing the power, but just not much room to operate. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Lucky 56. Gun. Detroit. No. Check, Patriot.
Again they run with Gurley. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line.
All right, Brandon, you know me as well as anyone. You know I don't usually advocate abandoning things during a game, but here we are in the 2nd half. I think it's time to change things up. Let the running game go a little bit. Let's get to the passing game, and if you still want to get in the hands of the runner, maybe you swing it to him, throw it to him a little bit. Try it that way.
He's back to throw. And he is caught at the 7-yard line. And he has the 1st down before he's tackled at the 5. Give him a gain of 4, able to convert, and that sets up 1st and goal now. They'll look to throw. And his ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime. It's a huge roll of the dice, a 2-point conversion to decide the Super Bowl.
Leopard! All right, now, lucky 56. Detroit! Gun!
Back to throw. Steps away to his left. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
One of my favorite expressions is that fortune favors the bold. This seems foolhardy, though.
Oh, it seems very foolhardy. All you had to do was kick the PAT, extend the game.
Yeah, that didn't make a whole lot of sense there, did it? I mean, I just don't get that at all because the risk-reward, it just wasn't there.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
They'll run it here. This is James White. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. New England on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now a pitch out to Michel. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. And it's another Super Bowl title for the New England Patriots.